Make my way downtown, driving fast, crashing up everybody's ass.
KGPL to any central unit. Ambulance shooting. Any central unit. Identify.
This is a military project, gentlemen.
Can you state your business?
Detectives, Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. We're investigating the explosion. We have reason to believe there may be a link to Hughes' aircraft.
I'm sorry, I can't help you there, Detective. Without authorization from Military HQ, you won't be allowed onto this facility.
What seems to be the problem, gentlemen? Hey, Biggs. You're not still with the LAPD.
Right so, mates. Can you help us out here?
Sure. What seems to be the problem?
We're working the big explosion at the electroplating plant. I found a part there that belongs to one of your planes.
I work head of security for Mr. Hughes now. I'll take full responsibility. I'm sure we can clear this up. Follow me. It's the big hangar. You can't miss it.
Who is Mapes, and what's his connection to Howard Hughes?
Vernon Mapes used to work Advice. Word is he runs fuck pads for Hughes' starlets.
A pimp. Earl and Mapes would seem.
Mapes was the role model for creeps like Earl.
Follow me.
Good day, miss. That thing really fly?
Mr. Hughes believes so. Amazing, isn't she?
So, this is the spruce scoop.
Jesus Christ, Biggs. You want to get me fired? Mr. Hughes hates that fucking name. It's the H4 Hercules to you.
You mind answering a few questions, Mr. Mapes?
Call me Vernon, kid. Fire away.
Do you know anything about the explosion that happened at Nicholson Electroplating this morning?
Nah,
No
what?
more than anyone
There was an
else.
explosion this morning?
Heard the boom while I was shaving. Almost shit my pants. Thought it was Pearl all over again.
Yeah, that's doubtful.
But you had no personal contact with any of the employees. And you have no idea what caused the explosion.
I'm in security. I handle Mr. Hughes' personal interests, if you get my meaning. I'm not directly involved in manufacturing.
Do you know Tomoko Akamoto?
Never heard of the broad. Why?
How you know it was abroad? Doubtful.
You don't happen to wear an LAPD tie pin, do you, Mapes?
Sometimes. I have a couple of them from my days on the force.
Do you know the chief chemist at Nicholson Electroplating, a Harold McClellan?
I've heard of the guy. He was pitching some fancy process to the company.
We know that you were sending parts to Nicholson for testing.
Wasn't
The question is whether you
doubt,
know
but it
to
wasn't
Nicholson
truth.
or cutting your own deal with McClellan.
Interesting theory, kid. How you gonna prove any of that?
I guess prop spinner?
We found a prop spinner in the wreckage. I believe it belongs to this aircraft.
We sent them some aluminum parts to test. Howard and the Boffins were interested in this guy McClellan's theories. McClellan was cutting out Nicholson. That's not our problem.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Mapes. Do you mind if we have a look around while we're here?
Sure. Knock yourself out.
You want to take a look inside her? Can't hurt.
Giggity. That's what I'm talking about, Biggs.
Cullen's process was going to replace all this.
Great.
Latitude 24 degrees, 15 minutes north. Longitude 76 degrees, 0 minutes west.
Oh, good God.
76 degrees west. 24 degrees, 15 minutes north. .76 degrees west. 24 degrees, 15 minutes north. .76 degrees west. 24 degrees, 15 minutes north. Let's see where this is exactly. The Bahamas. Somebody's already got their maiden flight planned.
I want to explore the whole plane.
It'll load and he's in. You think that cone could have come off one of them? Looks like Nape's office is in the far corner. Let's go see what he's hiding.
Is that a Pratt & Whitney 4360?
Sure is. You know your motors.
Do you mind if I take a look at the prop spinner?
We're getting her ready for sea trials, so be quick about it.
What is the oily covering on the metal?
We coat the aluminum parts in linseed oil to preserve it from oxidization.
That was a pretty uneventful trip. There's a door we can go into up here.
Seems irrelevant.
the body McDonald.
Does Hughes have her on contract to RKO?
Yeah, I bet he does. Let's see what Pinker has for us. He's probably done tinkering with that camera by now.
Thanks for the tour, Mapes.
Always happy to help the department. Hey, don't I know your face from the papers? You're the cop that's stripping that German broad.
Nah, I think you got the wrong guy, Vert.
Can I take one of the army cars? Please say I can take one of the army cars.
How are we gonna look getting around in this thing, Cole?
So McClellan was selling his new process to Hughes and cutting out Nicholson.
Looks that way. But this would never go all the way up to Hughes. You would have middlemen dealing with stuff like this.
Someone like Mapes?
The word middleman was invented for guys like... Fine. But if the skipper sees us driving around in this, we're dead.
Alright. Just as long as we get credit for it, I'm happy.
Must be a tough break being separated from your kids, Phelps.
They're fine. They've got their mother and they've got each other.
What about you?
What about me?
What have you got?
A friend of mine is helping me through it.
A friend of mine is helping me through it.
Now that I got you, I may as well ask you.
Ask me what?
The Black Dolly. Who was it that killed that poor girl?
No official charges have been pressed in the case.
I know that. I'm not looking for the official version.
I made a promise to the department.
These are the guys who sold you down the river.
Goodness, these drives are crazy.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
I don't care. I don't go in for
Any
letting
messages
gangsters
for me,
off
Hopper?
scot-free.
Not many you'd want to hear. Newspapers wanting interviews and rookies cussing you out mostly.
Nothing else.
Pinker wants you in tech services. Maybe you'll be more popular downstairs.
I think his name is Phelps. He brought in that case for that poor lady killed near City Hall.
Straight through the red light. Bet you
Hey,
never saw
Cole.
it.
You're not winning any popularity contests upstairs, you know.
Where do you stand?
I think you're a good cop, but I try and stay out of politics.
Everybody tries to stay out of politics, Ray.
Well, don't quote me on it, but I'm hoping that Parker will get the job and clean this place up. I have your photographs.
Beat her up so bad.
You can use the magnifier. There's quite a lot of detail.
Very funny.
I think you're right, Ray. We have our man. You take a nice photo, Phelps.
Bringing the Watcher a match for our John Doe. He's obviously the competitive bid. Can you get this over to Lockheed so we can get a name for this guy?
It's already on its way.
I didn't want to leave completely. I want to go to the next photo.
Howard Hughes, millionaire, industrialist, aviator, and playboy. And Vernon Mapes, ex-dirty cop and business fixer. I found a similar tie pin along with a dead guy in a fridge.
The canary says so.
Excellent photography, Tomoko. So Tomoko had the goods on McClellan. Too bad they blew the place to hell.
Those vice boys get any on the side?
Is this McClellan? Hey, can anyone make out the street number behind him?
Are you kidding? With my eyesight?
I think we bust in there and find the goddamn.
Cole, can you help me with a little experiment? Use the eyedropper in front of you. One drop from each of the bottles on the desk. Place the drops in the petri dish. It's okay, guys. Just a little experiment.
Can you guys knock it off? Everyone's still jumping from that bang this morning.
Very funny. Ray. You just took a couple of years off my life expectancy.
Did the same trick to me about an hour ago.
So that was the stuff that caused the explosion.
I think so. Acetic anhydride is almost as explosive as nitro, and when mixed with perchloric acid, it's very unstable. It needs to be cooled constantly. We used linseed oil. You could add any organic compound to trigger an explosion.
3 little drops.
Yeah, and they were using a 100-gallon vat.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you made it if you got that death.
Poor Cole. I need to stop over at Elsa's and change it. Oh wait, Elsa's still missing. That's right.
Phelps. That's him. Thanks, Tom. It's on the front page of the Times.
petroleum.
Avgas, if I'm not mistaken. It's all around the floor. Hangstrom is flying today on TWA.
Hangstrom is dead, Cole. Why leave your ticket behind?
Maybe just cleaning up. Hangstrom and McClellan are the same man.
The gas, Cole, the gas! We gotta get out of here right now! Look, by the stove! Shoot the gas line, Cole, we're out of here! There you are, shitheel. Come on, he's not getting away from us.
Noire just stole his car.
Step on it, huh? Get me just a little closer. Smash the son of a bitch's rear wheels. Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out. Get in close and steer him off the tar. Shit. You security men, Cole. Stay on mates. Knock them off the road if you have to, but stay on that fucker. I need to be closer, Phelps. Lay into his wheel well, come on.
I would if I could catch him.
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
Are you on the sauce or what?
We're gonna have to go through all the security men first. I hope you're ready for a fight, Cole.
Tires.
You go. Better weapon. Oh yeah.
This one over here.
How long do you think you can hold out?
wants to play cat and mouse, fine. Let's go and get his ass. Suppressing fire!
Stick your head up there again. God, I'm a horrible shot.
I got you.
Try to cover him out of here. Damn. Out of range. I'm covering you. How long you think you can hold out? I'm stupid.
Get on my level.
You're gonna have to explain this to me again. So the guy at the chemical plant, he's planning on selling his magic formula to another company and skipping town with his assistant, but he blows himself up before he can manage it. So why the dead body in the refrigerator?
Mapes, Captain. He was eliminating all competitors for the process. When it went bang, he burnt down the apartment to remove all connection between Hughes and the plant.
Mapes, right. I remember Vernon Mapes. The guy had good, honest cops hanging their heads in shame. Glad he's finally out of commission. I don't know if it'll do you any good, Phelps, but between the spruce goose and half the city exploding, you might just have made the case of the decade.
All the meanwhile, his woman's missing.